Dave loved tractors, and by loved, I mean really loved. He owned loads of tractors, he was subscribed to all the tractor magazines, he had posters of tractors all over his walls, and he spent all his free time at the local tractor museum. Like I said, he really loved tractors. Sadly, he was also very lonely. Then one day, whilst visiting the tractor museum, he spotted a beautiful woman staring at a beautiful Fordson Major on display, and he decided to pluck up the courage to say hi. They started talking, and she agreed to go on a date with him. The date went great, and they continued seeing each other, fell in love, and eventually got married. Dave was so happy, his life was perfect. He had a woman who loved him and all the tractor needs in the world. Then one day, the unthinkable happened. His wife died. She was hit by a tractor and died instantly. Dave was stricken. Not only had he lost the woman of his dreams, but now he couldn't look at a tractor without thinking of her and falling into an abyss of sorrow. So he threw out all of his posters, canceled his magazine subscriptions, gave away all of his tractors to the museum, and then never set foot in it again. He spent all his days wallowing in self-pity. Years passed, but eventually Dave decided to fix his life. He started exercising, got into shape, and decided to try online dating. Maybe finding someone new could take away some of the pain, he thought. After a while, he matched with a lovely woman and they started chatting. They agreed to go on a date, so Dave took her to this lovely Italian restaurant he knew. The atmosphere there was charming. It was small and candlelit, with only a few small tables. The date started well. The two of them chatted and laughed and drank wine. But as the evening went on, Dave started to notice the restaurant getting smokier and smokier. And after a while, people started coughing. A waiter came over and told them that unfortunately the candles were burning too strong and they had to evacuate because of the smoke. Dave's date was stricken. She didn't want the date to end. So Dave turned to her and said, "Don't worry, I've got this." He stood up, took a huge breath, and sucked in all the smoke. Then he walked outside and blew all the smoke out into the open air. Walking back into the restaurant, he was faced with astonished faces of admiration and awe. His date ran up to him and exclaimed, "How did you do that? That was amazing." Dave smiles and responds, "It was easy. I'm an Extractor fan."